degree and distinguished guests, my fellow graduates and family and friends here today. A very good afternoon to you all, kia ora and welcome. For those of you who I have not met before today, and looking out there, there's a fair few of you, my name is Simon Watts. I'm an AUT paramedic graduate. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge day. For many of us, this day will mark one of the single biggest achievements in our lives. And we will walk out of here today with a piece of paper confirming our qualification into a world of endless possibilities. And wow, how awesome is that? When you speak to or in front of your fellow peers, it's always challenging, often more challenging than any other group. It's also very special. I look out there across the auditorium today and I reflect that we all share a common thread. That is, we know what it takes to get through years of study. We know what it takes to make sacrifices. We know what it takes to persevere and to not give up. We know what it takes to learn, and most importantly, we know what it feels like to succeed. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives post-university, what we've achieved up until this point will help us become the best that we can be in the future. And that starts tomorrow. I want to talk about three factors today, three reflections that have helped me in my studies, and three things I'm sure I share with many of you here today. Number one, the importance of family. Putting family first is really important to me. My life is probably no more complex than anyone else in this room. I have a lovely wife, two young boys under the age of 5, and like many of you, I have had to make a special effort to balancing study full-time and work. With my ever-increasing grey sideburns and grey hair that is ever-expanding, particularly over the last 3 years, I could not have survived and could not have reached today without the massive help and support of my family. To our extended families, our whānau, our partners, parents, brothers, sisters, wives and husbands, and friends who are our family, to all of you here today, and to those who could not be here today, but are in our thoughts, a big thank you. Number two is focus. Focus is about achieving an outcome and accomplishing a goal. Focus is not only on finishing the degree, but focus on not giving up. I'm not sure about you, but there were definitely times over the past few years when I got the self-doubt wobbles on. I would come home after class or before the big exam or scenario and sit down and wonder, can I do this? Can I continue? And I know I'm not alone in having these thoughts. Now, while I could have resorted to excessive alcohol consumption and smoking, we all did learn something in Hack 1. And that is not a legitimate or recommended coping strategy. What helped me to get over these bumps in the road was to maintain that focus. To get what needed to be done, done. And importantly, remembering to enjoy the ride. Number three, make a difference. I worked for 10 years in investment banking in London before I completed this degree. I worked for one of the world's largest banks that was a casualty of the financial crisis. In health terms, my bank went into cardiac arrest. We did a resus, we got ROSC, but it's still in rehab 5 years on. And while sick banks are different to sick people, the ability to know that you're making a difference in your role was one of the primary factors that attracted me to paramedicine. In our profession, we have a unique position to see the outcomes of our actions right in front of our eyes, and physically see how we make a difference. Being in a job where you can make a difference every day is hugely motivating and a privilege. These three elements of family, focus, and making a difference are all elements that have played a role and a small part in allowing us to get to this point today. And each of these factors will help navigate the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. We do not know what is to come in the future, but we can be excited about what the future may hold. When I look out there today as a graduate of AUT, I am really proud to know that we are the future leaders in healthcare in New Zealand and beyond. We will no doubt change the way in which healthcare is delivered. We will make a difference and change the culture. We will help bring about a fresh focus, energy and innovation to this sector. And most importantly, we will provide care and dignity and help those people who are often unable to help themselves every single day. This is a unique perspective and an amazing opportunity, so let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, teaching staff and fellow students, I wish you all the very best. It's been an absolute blast these last 3 years, and I can't wait until tomorrow. Kia kaha.